All right, so now in this last segment, we're going to be going through a kind of back and forth draft of our favorite moments from this season. So, Justin, I'll let you go ahead and get started.
I gotta say, I don't know if this is a slam dunk as I think it is for the first overall pick, but I gotta go with the TKR game winner versus Texas. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's a surprise to you, but that's one of those memories where it's one of the things you think about Purdue for the rest of life. We both live in Indy. We experienced it in Carmel. It was a great environment for it. As much as it could have turned awful in about 5 seconds if it went the other way, somehow there's a Texas fan there. It was a great. I feel like it's a great overall pick for this year. I mean, any game winner is going to be up there.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think for the last 10 minutes of game time for that game, I went completely nonverbal. It was just it started hitting you like we're playing an 11 seed. You know, is
If we
this how
lose
this is
this,
going to end in the Sweet 16 when, this team had loftier ambitions than that? You don't want this is how, those three seniors go out. So to have that game winner, it made it all worth it. Yeah, so for my number two, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with a surprise pick, and it's more of like um, you were there, but maybe it's a more personal one. So it's gonna be when we beat IU at Mackey by 29,
okay,
Purdue's largest win in the series. Obviously, you're coming off of two straight losses to IU overall, but the earlier loss in the season. Obviously, their success in football and our lack of success in football. So just being able to watch that downtown, Coach's Tavern, uh,
great
probably one
location.
of maybe two Purdue tables in there. There weren't many. Like that was
Yeah,
painted crimson, and just to be able to walk out of there with the win, that was that was a great time, and I yeah. So I'm gonna go with that as my number two.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and steal one from you. I feel like I'm getting this
Okay.
for like 50 cents on the dollar. I'm gonna take the Big Ten championship game. I mean, the 41 game, Braden Smith's legacy on the
Oh,
line.
I
I
love it.
mean, I think that's one of those that's like you'll see in like 20 years. You'll be at a gym, screens on, and you'll see like Big Ten Classic come up, and it's going to be Michigan, Purdue winning. And I think I to have that in the Texas one back to back for me. I feel like is very. I'm doing great good in this draft, so I don't know what you got next. I feel like this could go any direction. I'm kind of curious.
Well, yeah, I mean, I maybe I should have thought this through because I do own a Braden Smith 41 jersey, and just like jerseys and numbers and all that jazz. I love that stuff. Uh, since you stole that right out from under me, I'm gonna steal destroying Texas Tech, and probably at that point in the season, is that the most you believed that Purdue was gonna win the
I
national championship?
I thought we were like gonna go undefeated. I thought we were gonna be the best team of all time at that point.
Yeah.
You could not have talked me off of like Purdue Mountain at that point.
Yeah, no, I agree. Funnily enough, I wasn't even watching the game. So I was at a friendsgiving back home, uh, and I was just like checking the score. But the group chat's going off. I'm looking inside. It's like, oh, and then we're up by a little bit, and then we're up by a whole lot of
A
bit.
lot of
I'm
it.
trying to get all the details. Like as I'm going, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, fake fan of me there. I didn't even watch the game, but I'm taking that as my moment because
Yeah.
that was incredible, and just like scrolling through Twitter after your team wins is always amazing. But that one was special.
I think it's a great pick. I mean, personally, would have loved to have rounded out my draft with that one. But this one's a little bit more of a. I feel like this is an interesting pick. It's more concept. I think like I don't know how you feel about this, but like the second I could see Purdue being the number one favorite on like a betting app or people talking about them as a preseason ranked number one, that might have helped this season in my rankings, even if it was a little disappointing at times, to be one of the best by far. Like it's just having everybody talk about Purdue in such a way where we're the number one team in the country. Everybody thinks we're gonna win the Natty. You see people being like, "Yeah, you gotta take Purdue. They're a great choice." It's. I won't say this moment. I'll say it later if I can get back to it. If you don't steal it from me, but it's pretty. It's just that feeling of being one of the best teams is there. I feel like I gotta have that on my draft.